Hello there guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. The time right now is around 6:30 in the morning and I'm heading towards the permit office to collect the passes. Without passes you are not allowed to go to Gurudongmar lake. So we left our hotel at Gangtok and we are heading towards Lachen. Lachen is around 115 kilometers away from Gangtok and I don't know how much time will it take to reach there. The time right now is around 9:30 am and most probably by the time we reach Lachen it will be dark. And you know it gets dark in the hills much quicker than in flatlands. Some sort of festival is going on as you can see, but I don't know what it is actually. And you are not allowed to honk in Gangtok. Talking about the passes or permit, whatever you call it, you need to apply that one day prior of your journey towards Lachen. If you apply your permit today, then you will get it by tomorrow, after which you can leave for higher altitudes. Now, the permit that you collect, you need to Xerox it and keep around 5 to 6 copies of it with the original one. At every checkpost, you need to stop, show the original one and submit a copy of it. So we will stop at a place called Mangan, which is almost half the way in the route from Gangtok to Lachen. It has the last petrol pump of this route and to be specific of the entire north second. There we will refuel our tanks and for safety I am also carrying a 5-liter jerry can. You know, just in case of emergency. Though one full tank of my bike gives me around 350 kilometers of range, but still I am carrying it. This is my first time, so I don't know what are the things I'm going to experience. This is not actually a checkpost, which I thought actually it was. So they told me to leave and the checkpost is much ahead. The condition of the roads are not at all good. Yes, sometimes smooth patches are coming, but again bad roads takes its place. You will get a lot of water crossing where the tarmac is washed off and you can only see gravels and stones with water continuously flowing on them. It's fun crossing a water crossing. You will also encounter a lot of wooden bridges on its way, and I personally like the sound when I cross it. It's all mud and slush over here. Do not apply much throttle because the wheel will spin and you won't be able to move forward, and there are chances that you might fall. So you must be very careful in these places. Ride as slow as you can, put your feet down and try to balance in the direction in which the bike is tending to fall. Whenever you cross these bridges, you must be aware that there is no other vehicle coming from the opposite direction. And if there is a bigger vehicle, then you must stop, let that bigger vehicle pass and then you are good to go. Because see, these bridges are firstly very narrow and you are not supposed to take any sort of risk in these places. The time right now is 2 in the afternoon and we stopped at Mangan for around half an hour. We had our lunch there, refueled our tank, and by the time we were leaving, the weather got worse. You know, in hills you cannot predict the weather conditions. It can change any moment. Just look at the condition of the road. This is no road actually. It's just mud and slush, and rain made it more slippery for us to ride on it. So something like this just happened, that there was an inclination and it was mud and slush on it, and I was able to climb it up, but my friend got stuck in the middle. His wheel was just spinning and he was not able to come up. As I told you, he applied much of a throttle, and as a result his wheel was spinning and he was not able to move. So I had to park my bike up, come down, push him up, and then it was fine. But one thing, agree or not, these things makes your ride more exciting and memorable. The weather condition got more worse, for which I had to turn off my GoPro. We reached Lachen at 6 p.m. and the road was pitch dark and it was continuously raining. And you know, there are no street lights on hilly roads. So whenever you come here, remember that your bike's light is the only thing that you have got. Make sure that you have sufficient light that will show you the way. So that's all for today. Meet you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is the most exciting and awaited day of this ride. So please stay tuned.